Obviously, as a result of the devastating events of last Sunday, the New South Wales government, having worked with the Jewish community of this state, has designated that Sunday will be a day of national reflection to honour the victims of the terrorist attack at Bondi Beach, and also to stand in solidarity with the Jewish community of our country, but in particular of our state here in New South Wales. So on Sunday, flags on Australian and New South Wales government buildings will be flown at half-mast as a mark of respect for the lives lost and the shared sense of grief right across the country. Buildings will be lit up in yellow for the evening. Lights will beam into the sky from Bondi Pavilion. The New South Wales government will support Jewish leaders to hold a community memorial event, and a shareable candle image will be used on social media. It's a day of reflection and a pause for the terrible events, the shocking crimes that occurred last Sunday, and a show of national respect for those that have lost their lives. Can I also say that I completely acknowledge that there is a genuine desire to have a mass coming together of all groups in Australia to reflect on and remember the lives that are lost, and to stand in solidarity with the Jewish community of this state and this city. We're going to nominate a date in the future, I don't have that date today, where members of the public can come together for a major public memorial. We have to do that in concert with the Jewish Board of Deputies and Jewish leaders, rabbis. It's very important, of course, that they nominate the date, that they let us know when the appropriate time is to have that event. And the truth of the matter is that we want as many people there as possible, including those that are currently in hospital or caring for loved ones or are in the process of burying loved ones. And we want them to be part, or have the opportunity to be a part of this memorial. So that's going to take a number of weeks. It won't be held before Christmas. I want to let the public know, I know there are hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people that want to stand and show solidarity with the Jewish community of our city. We've just got to get that date together and make it happen. Today I'm standing with the Attorney General and the Police Minister to nominate a series of reforms that we'll introduce to the New South Wales Parliament on Monday in a few days' time. Firstly, the government will act to ensure that we restrict the authorisation of public assemblies during high-risk times, like when there is a terrorist event in New South Wales. When a terrorist incident is formally declared under the Terrorism Police Powers Act, the Police Commissioner or Deputy Commissioner of Police, with the agreement of the Minister for Police, will be able to declare a specific area where the public assemblies are restricted for a period of time. A public assembly restriction declaration. That might be any part of the state or all over the state. No public assemblies in the designated area will be able to be authorised, including by a court. Police will have access to existing powers to move people on where their behaviour presents or causes harassment or intimidation or obstructs traffic. We hope this will be a strong signal to the community that assemblies in public spaces in a designated area are unsafe or discouraged during a period of mourning or division or terrorism. And these measures, we believe, are targeted. Now, just to give you the specifics of it, a declaration must be called within 14 days of a terrorism designation being reached under the Police Powers Act. It will then be in order for 14 days, but can be extended for a further 14 days up to a period of 3 months. And this is obviously extraordinary powers not seen before in any jurisdiction in the country. We anticipate that the Police Minister and the Police Commissioner will designate that order once the legislation has passed the New South Wales Parliament, so as the government can deliver on our promise and I think the public's expectation that we can have a summer of calm rather than one of division and hatred and protest. These are important changes, but they're necessary, we believe, to live up to the number one priority of any government in office, the number one priority for any political leader, any government or any parliament, and that is to protect its citizens. Secondly, the New South Wales government will introduce the toughest gun law reforms in the country. The government will introduce a bill to impose a cap of 4 firearms per individual with strict exemptions for primary producers and sporting shooters. Will reclassify straight, pull, pump action button lever release firearms into Category C, limiting their access primarily to farmers, agriculture, primary producers. We'll reduce magazine capacities for Category A and B firearms to a maximum of 5 to 10 rounds from a current unlimited capacity. We'll introduce a complete ban on firearms that can use belt-fed magazines, and we will remove the New South Wales Civil and Administrative Tribunal review pathway once a designation has been made that the licence should be taken. The New South Wales Government will also introduce legislation to ban ISIS flags in New South Wales to ensure that they're not used as part of demented terrorist organisation propaganda. Now, these are extraordinary measures. I want to make it clear that they're not the end of the measures. My government, the Cabinet Office, the Attorney-General and the Police Minister have worked very hard in a short period of time to craft an emergency set of legislative reforms to introduce in the Parliament. But we don't believe that these are all of the answers to fulfil our responsibility to keep the public safe and to fight anti-Semitism in the community and hate speech and racism in the community. So we'll be careful about our next steps when Parliament resumes, but you can expect further reform and further legislative change until we believe that we're in a position where we're confronting this urgent and pressing threat to our community.